I don't get mad at anybody. Well, maybe just kidding. Anybody else? Yes, Bill?
First I'll say, I think he gets more time to speak uninterrupted than I do.
No.
Um, Was I
Well, but hey, Bill, he was making a single point, and he made his point and sat down. Make a single point, and you can talk as long as you want. Unless you don't repeat yourself. Go ahead.
You made a big point of repeatedly mentioning that these scientists were not Christians or were not religious people, yet they still came to believe in God. Well,
I didn't say God. I said a fine-tuning of the universe.
Well, some of the times you
Oh,
say
yeah.
that some of the
Anthony Flew did.
quotes up there.
Yeah, but it's a kind of very...
So it's like, well,
He is a
they may
Muslim.
not be Christians or whatever,
Mhm.
but when you believe in God, whatever type of God, then you're religious at that point.
Well, how many people did I present that came to a belief in God?
Yeah, only the one, Flew, was the
Anthony
only
Flew.
one that ended up.
Okay.
You were just pointing
Now,
out.
he didn't believe, I don't think he became a Christian. I think he believed there was a God based on the evidence. That's how he came about that. But the other people are well known, non-believers. I don't know if they're agnostic or atheists, but some of them can tell you they're atheists. They say so very clearly. I guess the point of that interview that I made with these guys from a book on the internet, the point is that they understand. They see it and they understand it. They understand there's a problem in their thinking. But they think their strength and what they believe in overcomes that, but they don't have an explanation for it. Okay? They agree that it's there and no explanation. That's the point. Yes, Jim?
Well, we all agree on that.
Okay, okay.
I'd like to get a definition. I understand that non-believers go for the gusto. And I don't quite understand what that
Is
means.
that Miller or Bud? Bud. What do you mean non-believers go for the gusto? Don't you believers or
Just
non-believers?
I lead my life the way I would, whether I be religious or non-religious.
Okay.
I have feelings for other people,
Mhm.
and I'm still a non-believer.
Okay, look, I've never said that.
But, no, you didn't say it,
Okay.
someone else said it.
Okay. What I would say to you, Jay, is that I would say to anybody who's a non-believer that your value system came from somewhere. Okay? First of all, I think it's biblical that God places in every person in the world an understanding that there is something greater than him. All right? You learned your values from your parents, from your friends, from reading, from whatever you decided was true. But those values are Judeo-Christian values that you have. Okay, now you say, well, it's Crusades, and no, I'm talking about real Christianity and real Judaism have the same basic value structure. They value life, they value people, they value love, they have, all these things come from that what I would say, culture. Not maybe a belief in the Bible or Jesus or God, but the culture is what affects you. It does come from God. That's my opinion.
Can I say ISIS? Am I allowed to say that?
Sure. No. You have to say ISIL.
Yes, it's.
If you're with the administration, you say ISIL, not ISIS. I don't know why. I don't know why they will do that. Go ahead. You have something else?
Well, I have a lot of things, but when you talk about design, was the universe designed for the life? You haven't defined life, because maybe the universe was designed and all the parameters are there to create volcanoes or tornadoes or tsunamis. Not us.
I understand.
What if, here, let me give you for instance, maybe we're living in a computer simulation. A teacher from an advanced
Thank
planet.
you, Canoe Reeves.
Excuse me?
I said, thank you, Canoe Reeves.
Yeah.
The Matrix.
All right.
You started
A
it.
teacher from an advanced planet gave his students the task of coming up with a formula, all the parameters, to create a planet that would look like Earth and have inhabitants just like humans. This 9th grade kid would be the one who generated the correct ratios, the parameters, everything, that would sustain our life, and therefore, he would be the creator. He would be our creator, not God. So there are other possibilities. That is a possibility. You can't say that's not a possibility.
Whether something is a possibility or not, and I'm trying to figure out how that could be, but if something is a possibility or not doesn't mean, holds no weight at all in discussion. It's not logical that a 9th grader would have created the universe.
Okay.
All right, better have a better one this time.
All right, I'll give you a better. We talk about a designed universe. It's fine-tuned. Most of the universe is uninhabitable. That's how it's designed.
I mean, I don't know that, but
Yeah.
that's what they tell us.
Maybe
The design universe has earthquakes, volcanoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, floods, tornadoes, lightning strikes, mass extinctions, disease, climate shifts, killer asteroids. 99% of all life that ever lived is now extinct. It took 3.5 billion years to make multicellular life. 3.5.
You're making a lot of assumptions there, aren't you, man?
All right. Regarding humans, you have aggressive childhood leukemia. You have hemophilia, sickle cell anemia, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, ALS, vision loss as you age.
You don't have to name any more, Jim. We get the point.
Teeth fall out.
Make your point. Make your point.
I'm just saying, how well is this universe fine-tuned?
Okay.
How
We always get here, don't we? We always get to this point. Here's the point. Here's the answer to your question, although you and your friend next to you, if you want, I guess, okay, but listen to me. I listen to you.
I always listen.
Listen to me. Why is there evil in the world? Why is there disease? Why is there tornadoes? Why is there earthquakes? Why? Okay. What you're talking about, things that take life. You're talking about a tornado can take your life if you happen to be in its path. A flood can take your life if it drowns you. A baby's life can be taken if there's a defect. And all these things that you ask, it's a universal question about existence. If there's a God, why would he allow this to happen? God put man, and I'm coming from a Christian orthodoxy perspective, okay? I'm telling you what I believe here. It's an explanation to your question. It's not probably an explanation you're going to accept, but I'll explain it anyway because I don't know what else to do. When God created the earth, he created it perfect. Just as a biblical view. Adam was perfect, Eve was perfect, they're all perfect. Genetically perfect. Anything wrong with them. Animals didn't eat other animals. Man didn't eat animals. Okay? It was a perfect existence. He gave man the opportunity to make a decision, to make decisions. He gave him free will to decide what he wanted to do. And he had choice. And as whether you believe in the Adam and Eve story as an allegory, or this is a story, or whatever, Christians believe that man sinned, disobeyed God, turned away from God, figured he could make his own way without him. And God cursed this earth. It's biblical. He said, now, he took Adam and Eve, threw them out of the Garden of Eden, and said, now you will live by the toil of the land. You will have to dig and get whatever you can get out of the land. That's how you're going to live. Because before, he just picked stuff off the trees. There was no work. Okay? Now, that being said, that's the Christianity, Orthodox Christianity view. Then, you had